Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards. And today we are hunting through this very large, very heavy box that I received a couple of days ago. This is a collection that I bought on Facebook Marketplace. I guess it was, I don't know if it was last week or the week before. Anyway, it was one I actually wasn't sure that I was actually going to end up receiving because the buyer was kind of, I don't know that they were rude, but they seemed kind of flaky. I don't know, the buyer just was not especially helpful at all. There were several different reasons that I felt that way, and I'll maybe talk to you about that a little bit. But the collection has a lot of unopened material in it, which is why I ended up going for it. And there is one item in particular that I was excited to see because it was something I had not seen before. It was an unopened package that I just had never seen before, and I looked on eBay to see if anybody was selling them, and I couldn't find any on eBay, which is usually, you know, if you can't find it there, it's got to be pretty obscure. So that made me interested, and that's really the main reason I bought it. There are also two binders of cards in here. The binders are two unfinished sets of 1990 Fleer and 1990 Donruss, so there's not a lot of value there at all. The binders themselves are probably worth as much as the cards in them, would be my guess. And I'm hoping that the binders are in decent condition, because then I can use those. I'm not going to try to build 1990 Fleer or Donruss again. I built those back in the day when they came out, and I don't need to have that experience again. I think I've done all I want with that. So we'll get into this. This was posted on Facebook. I'll start opening this. I don't know what the best way is to, I guess I'll just do this. Mr. Kershaw here, as always. So this was posted on Facebook Marketplace for $100 plus $20 shipping. And that was ridiculous. There was no way the stuff in this collection was worth that much. And as I said, there was that one item that I will show you when we get to it, assuming that it's in here. As I said, I'm not sure I have a lot of faith in this seller. But there's that one item that was interesting to me, and so, you know, I decided to contact the seller and ask them more about that item, and if they could tell me more about what was in here. I wanted to make sure there are also three boxes of, it looks like there are three unopened boxes of packs of 1990 Fleer and 1989 Donruss, but I actually, it's impossible for me to know if that's actually what is in those boxes because the seller wouldn't tell me. The boxes are taped shut, which is never a good sign for wax boxes. It usually means that instead of having unopened wax packs in there, you have loose cards, that the person who bought those opened all of the packs and then put all of the loose cards back in. That's usually what a taped up box, in my experience, means. And so I tried to ask the seller, hey, are those unopened packs in those boxes, or are those loose cards? And they wouldn't tell me. And they wouldn't undo the tape to see, which I found really irritating. As always, practice good knife safety. Keep these blades out of the reach of small children and Facebook Marketplace sellers. And so I actually don't know if there are loose cards in those wax boxes or if they are wax packs. I hope they're packs, obviously. They could also be packs that people put the cards back into and then put the packs back in the box, which is also infuriating. I don't know why people do that, but I've bought collections before where that's been the case. So the main reason, as I said, that I bought this is for the unopened material, and you can kind of see how this looks right there, and I will do a pretty decent job packing it. There's absolutely no packing materials whatsoever, though. I see no bubbles or bubble wrap or peanuts or anything like that. So on that count, I guess I'm really not surprised. This seller was about as unhelpful as you could be, though I did not pay $120 for this. After getting none of my questions answered, I lowballed the seller in a big way. I said, well, I'll give you $30 for it. And they took it. So I got this for a total of $50, which is maybe what it's worth. It might be worth less than that. It might be worth a little more than that. It really depends on what is actually in here. We will see. So this is the first thing I'm going to take out. This yellow. Oh, okay. This is all the loose unopened material. That was another thing that I asked the seller. I said, how many loose unopened packs are there? Because if I was spending, $50 on it, I wanted to get, if I got 50 loose packs, that would be pretty decent. $1 a pack for, packs even from the junk wax era, as some people call it. I'll pay $1 a pack for most of those packs. That's fine with me. And right on top is the reason I bought this, is the thing that I bought this for. So we'll start with that. Why not? So I'm very curious to see it. This is the reason I bought it. For this collector pack blowout package here. It's by the Fairfield Company, who, you know, in 1996 was already doing stuff like this. The Fairfield Company, of course, does those pharmacy boxes, the long, narrow ones that we have opened before on the channel. But going all the way back to 1996, the Fairfield Empire was already doing repackaged packs, and I had never seen this before. This must be one of the earliest ones that they ever did, and I was very curious to get this. I don't know that I'm going to open it. I may keep it the way it is because I've never seen one, and I couldn't find one on eBay either. Now, maybe one of you guys, if you're watching this, have seen this and can say, oh yeah, I remember opening those a lot back in the day. I never saw these back in the day. Or maybe you see them all the time on eBay, and I just don't for some reason. But anyway, it's 10 unsearched and unopened packs. That's the least we can ask for, I think. And some of this stuff did not look familiar to me. I can see there are some Panini sticker packs from 1992. It looks like there are 3 of those. There's also, this looks like baseball coins, and that is exactly what it is. Baseball coins, that was in 1989. And then this pack on the top I know is 1988 UK baseball. These were baseball cards that were issued in the UK of American baseball players, and as I recall, they're actually really attractive cards. They're a really nice design on those cards, but they're not really worth very much at all. And behind that, it looks like there's Pacific 1996, which is a pack I do not have, and Pacific Crown Collectors from 1996 behind that. And got a couple more packs in here. Topps for Kids is in there as well. So that's pretty nice. I actually like those cards. They're not worth very much, but I like them. And then Big Baseball, which I have a bunch of those. And then this big giant pack in the back here looks like big pin-up head stickers or something, which I don't remember ever seeing. That's a pack I definitely don't have. Looks like Baseball All-Stars. Heads Up Baseball All-Stars. I do remember actually hearing about that, but I don't think I ever bought any of those. So I think those are the 10 packs that are in there. So nothing really spectacular, but again, this was the thing I had never seen before, and I was really curious to get, and I'm pretty satisfied owning this now. I probably will not open it. I will probably just keep it like that, add it to my unopened pack collection. So that leaves us now with the rest of this entire giant box, which, as you can see in here, this is a bunch of the loose packs that I got, and you know, some of it, you know, here's Topps 92. There's quite a lot of that, it appears, and the pictures of this, that's why I couldn't tell how many packs there were, because they had one picture of all of the loose packs, and they were in stacks. So I didn't really know how many or even what was totally in here. So this is interesting to me. This is Upper Deck Baseball 1992. And this is not bad. You can always, you know, look for the autographed Ted Williams cards in there. It's very unlikely that you will get them, but you never know. And more 92 Upper Deck, and these are all sealed for sure. That's, of course, something I wanted to check. Some Useless Score, always fun to open. And some 93 Donruss and some 92 Donruss. That's pretty great because you can pull Donruss Elite from those, so there's nothing wrong with that. I'm happy to find that. We got 1991 wax packs. These came in cello packs as well. 1991 Topps. More Donruss. That's Series 2 from, I believe this is 92, if I'm remembering my packaging correctly. What else do we have here? This is, what is it? Well, Clear 92 Baseball. I certainly have a lot of that. Triple Play. I actually do not have, or if I have any 92 Triple Play, I'm not sure that I've come across it recently. I don't remember having that. Here's a cello of 91. They had it in both packaging, so it's kind of nice to get both of those. And this is a jumbo pack. You can see how much thicker that is. So that's pretty sweet. You get 34 cards out of there. More Donruss. 1990 Upper Deck, perhaps the most printed baseball set ever made, I think, is 1990 Upper Deck. That's what would get my vote anyway. And then more 91 Topps, 91 Fleer. I'm not sure I have any of those. 1991 Fleer is not a pack that I've come across in my collection. 92 Stadium Club. Nothing wrong with that. Some more Donruss of differing years. And there's 92 Donruss. Again, you can pull Elites. out of there if you can find those inserts. I don't think I've ever pulled a Donruss Elite insert, so maybe I'll get one out of these. More Fleer 91. Of course, all of this loose stuff is stuff that I can use in the Dorking box or the Magic box when we do Dorking with dice, or maybe I'll just randomly send some of these out to you wonderful folks, and you can enjoy opening some of this too. I always like to share. This is nice. Leaf set, Series 1, 1992. That's a good pack. And then more 91 Topps 91 Fleer. I do not know what this is. Baseball's Greatest, and there are several cards in here. It feels like probably 5, maybe 6 cards in here. Clemente on top and Ty Cobb on the back. I do not know what that is. I'm going to have to look that up. It feels like it was something that came in like a cereal box or some sort of, because it's in this cellophane. It feels like it came in some sort of other product and were bonus cards of some kind. I'm going to have to look those up. If any of you guys know off the top of your head what that is, please let me know in the comments, because it's something that I do not recognize. And I always enjoy finding out new stuff. More 92 Topps, lots of that, and 92 Upper Deck, lots of that too. I've completely lost track of what I'm putting in what pile. That's nice. 93 Topps, that's a good pack actually. Put that over there with that leaf back. More 91 there. So this is, I think this is easily 50 packs, if not 60. It's definitely, there's a pop-up Donruss. I've got a whole bunch of those thanks to one of you awesome people who sent me some. Fleer 93, that's nice because you can get potentially get an autographed Tom Glavine card out of those. More Topps 91. This is basketball. Well, they said it was all baseball, so there you go. There's a couple of packs of basketball, 91, 92, inaugural edition Upper Deck. I don't think there are any signed cards that you can get out of those, if I'm remembering correctly. And here's a nice jumbo pack of 92 Topps. That's not so bad. Another that. And 92 Fleer Ultra. That's a good pack, too. That's very nice. Tony Gwynn subset in that. And we'll see if we can finish going through these. Another handful or two, and we should be all done. More Fleer Ultra. This is Series 2. I think that first pack was Series 1, so that's pretty sweet. But this is a rack pack. I did not know that was in here. That is awesome. Fleer 91 rack pack. That is pretty great. That is very nice. Of course, you can get Provision cards out of here, which are always nice to get. More 92 Upper Deck and Donruss. And this should be the last batch of packs that we pull out of this random yellow bag. And it looks like more 91 Topps and another score pack and more 92 Upper Deck. So there you go. That I feel like that is definitely, I didn't count them. I should have probably counted them as we went. But I think that was definitely 50 packs, if not 60 or so. So right there, I mean, I paid $50 total for this. And I feel like right there, that is probably pretty close to getting my money's worth there. I mean, I don't know if these packs are actually worth $1 a pack or not, but certainly worth that much just for the fun of opening them, in my opinion. You guys know how much I enjoy opening these kinds of packs and just trying to clear these out of the way so that I can get to the other material that is in this box without damaging or hurting any of these packs. Maybe I'll put some over here. I think that's a good spot for those, and grab just a little bit more so that I can get those out of there and put these over here as well. There we go. All right, so the next order of business, I want to find out if these boxes have loose cards or unopened packs in them. Feels like unopened packs. Feels very, very much like unopened packs, which would be great. Here's another one. This is 89 Donruss. That is 90 Fleer. This also feels like unopened packs. Let's try this one. See what we can get here. Also feels like unopened packs. Now the binders, I already told you, are incomplete sets of 90 Donruss and 90 Fleer. Not a lot of value there. They're not, even if they were full sets, there wouldn't be a lot of value, but as incomplete sets, I mean, probably go through those and see if there are any good singles or stuff like that. Mainly, I just want to probably repurpose the binders. I'm not interested in building more sets of that. So let's, very old yellowed tape on these. I'll bring one of these up close to the camera and you can see the disgusting tape on these boxes. It's just awful. These boxes in terrible shape. Kirby Puckett card on the bottom that is utterly ruined by the, and a Ken Griffey too, man, that's a shame. Would have liked to have those cards. They are utterly ruined by this tape across the bottom there, so that's a shame. But nonetheless, it feels like unopened packs. We use Mr. Kershaw again and cut through this really gross, and just, oh, that one's just coming right off that tape. But over here, I think we'll have to cut through this as well. get in there. Let's see if we can... it is unopened packs by the look of it. Now, of course, these could be packs that somebody opened and then put back in there, so we're going to have to check these and make sure that is the case. But Kershaw there, because I'm about to use them again. So let's see how these look. These do not look like they have been opened in any way, shape, or form. These look fresh as they were back in 1990, quite honestly. There's definitely no evidence at all that these have been opened. You can see these are very tight on the corners. There's no feet or ears, which are usually telltale signs of a pack having been tampered with. So I don't believe that these have been tampered with at all. They look quite good, despite the appearance of the box on the outside, which is deplorable. The packs inside look just fine. We'll check the other boxes too. Put that over there. Let's get in this Donruss box. I hope that this... I don't think I know I have a 1990 Fleer, so these are duplicate boxes for me. I'm not sure I have an 89 Donruss box or not. Actually, I'll have to check the card closet. I don't think I do. I don't remember seeing one in there, but it's possible there's one lurking in the back of the card closet. So these also look very fresh. Let's have a look here. These do not look tampered with at all. These look completely fresh and never opened, so that is pretty awesome. They look very, very clean, despite the dirty, gross tape on the outside of these boxes. The packs inside are just fine, and of course these are 36 count boxes of packs, which is fantastic. So that's a lot of packs. And check this last Fleer box and make sure the tape's coming up there, but we'll have to get Mr. Kershaw to help us get in here and over here. All right, quite through to that. There we go. And that box is in terrible shape, but the packs look just fine. They look bright and colorful, no question about it. Let's have a look at these up by the camera as well. These look totally unopened, absolutely never tampered with. They look really good. As you can see, very nice square corners there, so that is a really good sign. So that's pretty great. And as I said, I know I have a box of 1990 Fleer in the card closet, and I do not need 3 boxes of 1990 Fleer. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give away one of these unopened boxes of 1990 Fleer. Now, this is not a super high-end box by any means, especially in the condition that the outer boxes are in, but the packs are very clearly unopened, and so it'll be a lot of fun for you to open on your channel or open in the privacy of your own home. I used to every now and then with you know, boxes that are not particularly valuable. When I used to live alone, well before I got married, this was a long time ago, I would open a box and I would just kind of leave it out on my desk, and whenever I felt like it, every now and then I'd open a couple of packs just to kind of add something fun to my day. This would be a great box for that. So I'm going to give this away. The only caveat is you have to live, or you have to receive mail at least, at a U.S. address. I'm not going to mail this outside of the U.S. because it would cost way more to mail it than the box is worth. These boxes only go for, I would guess, about 20 bucks maybe. These are not expensive boxes. The 1990 stuff, Upper Deck Fleer, all of it was printed in very, very high quantities. Whoa. I will keep this box. You guys will get the other box now that I've made a complete mess of it. I wanted to see the cards on the bottom, but the box integrity came apart there. So Pedro Guerrero, Walton, and John Franco. And these are, while there is no tape over these are not really salvageable either. These are in pretty bad shape themselves. So unfortunately, and the Donruss doesn't have cards on the bottom, I remember that. So there's a whole slew of packs here. I paid, again, 50 bucks for all of this, and I feel pretty good about it. The binders, I'm not going to take out of there. I know what's in them. I mean, I guess I'll, just because we're standing here, why not take one out and just kind of page through it and see. The binder has a little bit of a curve to it, but they're nice card binders. They're very sturdy. They have the foldable spine, which you want, and they have U-rings, which is also either want D-rings or U-rings, and these are U-rings, so that's pretty good. And these pages, man, these pages are definitely circa 1990. They're the very thick plastic pages. I don't know if you've been in the hobby long enough to experience those, or if you've bought collections that have been in these, but these don't even really want to bend very easily for me. I was going to flip through this, but man, these are stiff pages. Really, you can see there's a lot of cards missing from this set. So I say it's a partial set. It's probably more like maybe a half or 2/3 of a set. And these pages smell like that old plastic too. So man, any cards I want out of those, I'm gonna take out of those. That's 1990 Donruss. The other one is 1990 Fleer. And those were the things that the seller actually had the most pictures of, were the cards in the binder, because I guess they thought that those were the best and most valuable things, when in fact I think the best and most valuable things are all of this unopened material that I've been able to pull out of there. So that's pretty sweet. Happy to get all of this, and I feel like $50 was pretty good. I feel like I did all right. I'm going to have a lot of unopened material to open on Dorking with Dice, and a lot to give away to you guys and just mail you randomly, which you know I like to do. And again, that other box of 1990 Fleer, I'm going to give away to you guys. Contest starts now, and I will draw a winner at the beginning of tomorrow's episode. Dorking with Dice tomorrow on Friday here on the channel. We do it every week. So I will draw a winner. Just let me know in the comments that you would like to try to win that box of 1990 Fleer. And when I do a random, I'll either do a random comment chooser tomorrow, like the online things, or if there aren't that many people who want it, and I can understand why there might not be, then I'll just roll a die. If there are 20 or less people, then I'll just get out one of my big dice and just see which one corresponds and just roll a die. I've done that before on the channel. I haven't given away anything this week, so I feel like I'm in the mood to do that. So you'll get the box of 1990 Fleer that did not fall apart. I will send you the slightly nicer box of 1990 Fleer. Just let me know in the comments that you'd like to be in the running to win that, and you have to have a U.S. address for me to send it to. I will not send that outside of the U.S. because it's too heavy, and it would cost like $50, and the box is really only worth about $20-25. So that would not make sense. Hope you guys are having a great week. It is Thursday. I could re-angle the camera so you could see all of the snow in my backyard if you want, but I think it's probably, you'd also see my messy dining room. I shoved a bunch of stuff aside to do that with, so I don't think that would be fun for anyone. Hope you enjoyed the collection break today. I certainly had a good time going through this. And if you have any information about these two things, which I could not find one of these online anywhere, so I'm going to keep it that way and add it to my unopened pack collection. If you've seen those before, remember them, I'd like to know. And if you know what this is, certainly let me know what product this came in. I mean, this could have come in, it doesn't have like Kellogg's or Post or anything on the back. It has CMC 19... Is that 99 or 89? That looks like 89. CMC 1989 is what that says. I'll put that up there. Maybe you can read it too. And I do not know what that is related to, but baseball's greatest. And again, it feels like it has maybe 5 or 6 cards in it, something like that. Keep that unopened until I know what it is. And the rest of this you will see in future episodes of this channel. I'm sure we'll have fun opening that together. And again, if you want to win the 1990 unopened box of baseball cards, let me know in the comments. Be sure you have a U.S. address, and one of you guys will be receiving that in the mail very soon. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday. I'll be back tomorrow with Dorking with Dice, and in the meantime, happy collecting.